All right. Hello. How's everyone doing? I don't know why I even asked that. Hello. How are you guys? Today it is uh, Friday, aka full body day 3. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday today. Uh, I am eagerly awaiting to see how packed the gym is, because sometimes, after holidays, it's very hit or miss. I think the most post holiday packed I've ever seen the gym is probably post Christmas, actually, because I think a lot of people get that time off anyway, so they end up just going to the gym. But usually, I've been to the gym occasionally on a Black Friday right after, and I think it's been full. I think the day of a holiday is when it's like the most full. Like I remember one year I went for Thanksgiving with my brother, and it was packed beyond belief. It was like super full. Everything was full. It was quite the spectacle. That, and I think we went on Christmas Eve once as well, which was also quite the spectacle as whoa. Well, wow. Okay, saved the camera. Look at that. I wonder if it's stayed on me the entire time. Come on. Let's go. There you go. All right, that's good enough. But yeah. So overall, though, after holidays, it's really a mixed bag. I know that. I know on holidays it can also be a mixed bag too. But looking forward to seeing how that goes today. And then let's see, this workout briefing. There you go. I got it right this time. Let's talk. I'm a little full right now. Still full from yesterday. Ate a lot because it's Thanksgiving. Didn't really care. Gained a little bit of water weight because of my body just loves carbs, so it decides to retain as much water as it can whenever it gets any. And it was a good meal, so I'm looking forward to using that as fuel. Got leftovers today, so that's always the second best part of it. And then what else? Bicep feels a little funny. It's mostly just I think I get bicep tendonitis, but slowly figuring that out. It only flares up every once in a while. Knees feel great, legs feel great, everything else feels great. I actually feel like fed for the first time in what feels like forever. So, that's it's a nice little break from the cut, but I got to get back on that horse before it gets too late. Don't want to indulge on and not make every day a holiday. Got to be careful about that. But yeah, right now, looking forward to this day. And then I wanted to discuss something because I was watching a video earlier today, and then it made me think about what is it? Mentally taxing. Mentally taxing exercises. So actually two things came up. One was a video. The second thing was hold on. There's a man running in the middle of the street. Hold on. Oh no. Yes, that is a man, and he's running in the middle of the street. Sorry about that. So there's two things that came up, it was a poll on YouTube, which was like, which of these four is the hardest lift, and then the other one was a video about physically straining exercises and then mentally straining exercises. So I think about that sometimes, personally, like how each day of mine, of the 3 full body days, I don't consider arm day stressful at all. It's kind of like a fun day, so that's way less stress in comparison. So I'm not like, oh my God, when I'm looking at that as I am to these 3 days, particularly there's a couple of lifts that I look at that I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be on top of it, or that are mentally straining or exhausting. There you go, that's the word. On Monday or day 1, it's usually squats, but mostly just because I've had issues with my quads before, and my squat form is okay. It's not the best, but it's definitely improved from where it once was, and because of that, I always have to keep it in mind, and it's more of a just precautionary thing. The actual exercise itself is not too taxing for me, but it's more of a like making sure all the buttons are correct and whatnot. And then on Wednesday, I believe that of all the exercises on Wednesday, I think when it comes to the most mentally taxing, it would probably be just the giant set that I do. I got to figure out a name for it. I think by now I would have figured out a name by it, but no, I have not. On Wednesday, it's doing that superset of the 3 things. That's like probably the most mentally taxing. Not hack squats, even though hack squats I would say is like a number 2. I think something about like the high volume of it kind of makes it lesser in my brain. But actually that's the opposite. I think it's like because it's not as much weight. It's not as bad as like regular squats, as well as it's just the volume of it, because it's so much volume. It's kind of wild, you know. That's my only issue with it, but at the same time it's not the worst. I think the superset that I do is probably the worst when it comes to it, because of how the superset is just so taxing on everything. So, giant set, I should say, is just so taxing on everything, because it's just like it's so much going on in such a short period of time. But I do enjoy doing it, and I always feel like it's like the hump of the week, you know. It's like a hump day thing, you know, type of deal. I do it on Wednesday, so like after that, it's like the exercises get easier, progressively easier, and more and fun. Particularly, like I love doing spider curls, so it's great. And then today on day 3, I would say of all the lifts, surprisingly not deadlift. The most taxing, stressful, or mentally exhausting out of all of them is overhead press. Surprisingly, I think like something about overhead press. Like I know there are a lot of things that can go wrong on a deadlift, but I'm not really that worried about deadlift, if that makes sense. I'm not lifting extreme amounts of weight either on deadlift. I could probably do more. But I'm also, it just doesn't stress me out. Even like, I've done deadlifts for a while, and I've never felt like I needed, like it's never stressed me to that point where it's like I'm dreading them. Overhead press, on the other hand, I don't necessarily hate the lift. I loved overhead press. It's just, I think what half of it is that, you know, half of it is just having the weight over your head. You know, if you fuck up, you're getting necked, you know, and that's it, you're done. But also it does so much for you, so it's like it's such a good movement. But and as well, I've had issues with it plateauing recently, but I know that that's more for me because I've been cutting, not because of like, I don't think like I think that's the issue is coming up, like with all my pressing. It's been starting to affect it a little bit, and that's fine. But it's still kind of like it's one of those things that I don't want to fail a rep in the middle of it, particularly if it's over my head, because it's kind of scary to get necked, you know what I mean, like that, or just let it drop on your head. I would say that one's probably like the most mentally exhausting out of the ones today. And yeah, everything else, like, you know, pull-ups, calves, all the forearm stuff, everything, all the other stuff is not as bad, not nearly as bad as that is. So yeah. But anyways, this is gonna be a nice day. We'll see how packed the gym is, and I'll see you inside. First exercise of the day on the Friday, deadlifts. Always look forward to doing them. I love doing deadlifts. It's one of the things that I probably should like replace. I could replace with something else, something more, what's the word I'm looking for? Stimulating, or optimized, but I really, really, really do enjoy doing them. So I just have them in the program. Use straps because I don't want my grip to go. I only I know I can do more, but I always limit myself on them just for the sake of not overexerting myself. You know, I don't want to do too much on them. With that being said, that's something that I end up still doing once a week. Still would not replace them with anything yet. Here we have me getting hyped up for overhead press. I always get hyped up on these. I always feel like they are the toughest of all of the lifts. Surprisingly, even tougher than deadlifts. These are just tax me like crazy. I think a lot of it has to do nowadays because of how much weight I've lost since when I started it, but that I knew it was that was going to happen. I did hit a PR here, a nice. I hit 3 sets for 9 out of this, so that was very nice. I pushed it a lot today. A little post Thanksgiving boost, and I always throw it in there. Dickhead move, but don't care. Then we have pull-ups. I always like looking outside sometimes just to look at nature or the construction that's happening across the street. Honestly, that's sometimes there's a little bit of a different angle. I want to see how this goes, but going from overhead press to pull-ups is not the smartest of ideas. Usually I struggle a little bit, but it's not that much over. What is it? Overlay, overcross. What's the word I'm looking for? Not even sure. Crossover. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, not too much crossover. Well, though there is crossover, but it just doesn't feel the same. It's like I'm using the front delts more when overhead press, and then here I'm using my lats more. But anyways, pretty good. I got, like I said, been getting deeper and deeper in these, so the timing has gone, the amount has gone down a little, but they are going to bounce back up. Then slowly getting myself hyped for these leg raises because they're always a bitch. They really start to get boring after a while. And I have to catch myself because if I get too bored, then I stop really paying attention to the count, which is an issue because then I'm like, was that 12 or was that the repeat of 11, 11, 11? You know what I mean? That's happened to me a couple times, and that's been not something good. So. I try, like I said, I try to slow it down at the bottom there. You can kind of see it slowing down. I need to do a better job of it, but I try my hardest on it. At this point, I'm already pretty fatigued from the first 2 exercises plus the pull-up, so I'm just like, let me get over it. Let me get it over with. That's a better way to describe it. Also, a lot of energy for this day because of post Thanksgiving meal, so very nice. Don't feel as starved as I do normally. Oh yes, the neck curls. So here I'll show you all of the neck curls that I do because I do them. I only do 1 set per each side. Actually, I'll explain what happens afterwards about this, but. This is the last time you'll see me do neck curls with a towel. This is the bog standard neck curl. I have a 10 wrapped up in there. And then this is, I do these for anywhere from, I think it was 10 to 25. I try to get high. I had to get them really high in the rep range because I don't want to do too little and I don't want to do too much weight either, at least at first. Now after doing these with the towel, which was the first time I did it, it was the last time I did it, so I got a neck harness, so I bit the bullet, so next time you see these, it should be with the neck harness. This is neck raises. It's the same thing. It's like neck curls, but going back, so those are always fun to do. As you can see, I'm singing to the camera because, it's great. These are, I like them a little bit better than the other ones just because I can feel it working a lot on the back of my neck a lot in comparison to the neck, front facing neck curls. I plan now that I get the neck harness here, I'm gonna probably do. I'm just gonna focus on these two movements instead of the two on the sides. The next ones that you're gonna see, and I'm gonna probably do them for 3 to 4 sets each. You know, I'm gonna distribute it on 2 different days. Then I'd like to do a couple with just nothing, no weight. So this is the lying side one, where I put the plate on the side and then do them. These always feel a little funky. I'm not a huge fan of these personally. They just feel off sometimes. I have to like get myself in the right spot, and also sometimes I hit my head when putting the plate on my head. The plate will get in my eye, which is it will be explained later. Or excuse me, the towel gets in my eye, and then that'll be explained later. But these are pretty nice. They're not the best. I think now that I got the neck harness, I will probably try these, but with a cable instead, just because it has a different different pattern. There you go. What is it? I was looking for the word there. And then oh, I forgot I had pullovers here. This is where I do, because I usually do I superset all of these neck curls with pullovers. So you'll see me with, it'll be pullovers, then neck curl, pullover, then neck curl. I guess I just wanted to change it up to show you the neck curls, since the neck curls were something new. Pullovers, by the way, unmatched. Would highly recommend to everybody to do them because they are great. Just be careful. There have been a couple times where I hit my head with the dumbbell, so that's just me being careless. I need to take my time with them a little bit more, but they're pretty good. I love doing them. I always look forward to them. They are my favorite exercise to do on Fridays, besides deadlifts. So I look forward to these supersets every Friday. There's no other stretch it's just so nice on the lats. It has made my lats grow. You can actually see you can actually see them from the front, which is amazing to me. So yeah, they're excellent. Would recommend. I try to do 8 to 12. Try not to go too crazy, or 8 to 15, I think. Actually, I try to do as many as I can, but sometimes it just gets rough. Although I don't go up in weight as frequently as I probably should. And then we have the final neck curl variation, and this is on laying on the right side, so curling up the left side. You can see here perfectly my bald spot that encapsulates everything. It's where I get my power. Manu Ginobili taught me. Good reference for that one. Anyways, so these, I think these are my least favorite out of all of them. I even, for some reason, even doing it to on the left side, for some reason, it's just, I hate it. I dislike it. I don't know why. It never feels right. With the right side, it feels fine. I can do it, but on the left, it just never feels 100%. Okay, here are the Pronation curls, which won't be the last time you see this on here, but it will, now that just to give you some future spoiling, I did get a new toy for working out my forearms, so I'm looking forward to trying those out. Unfortunately, the Friday I was going to start, I got sick, so you're getting a little bit of behind the scenes on that. So I'll probably talk about it in a future video as I get back into the role of things. But these have been pretty good, although I think finding out that this is basically why my right bicep hurts a little bit is interesting. It's like as if I'm putting too much strain on the what is it, on my pronator on the right, so it's like pulling my bicep tendon a little bit. I can feel it, like the tension at the bottom of it, but it doesn't hurt too badly where I'm like it's debilitating or whatever. But it's good to know, and yeah, you can see me grabbing it, the pronator right there. I have enjoyed these, and I do enjoy the way they work my forearms, because you got to work your forearms no matter what. I found this via NH / this guy on TikTok / or excuse me, Instagram /
I just watched a couple of videos on arm wrestling, and they would do it as well. Arm wrestlers are, you know, if you ever want jacked forearms or jacked arms, you know, arm wrestlers know what they're doing with that a lot. So there's that. Also, this strap that I bought for like $8 off of Amazon has been pretty good, as well with the loading pin. It was like actually it was like $10, I think. It's really good. Would recommend it. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful calves. Oh yes. I think thinking about how much I do these and how I always record them, I wonder, like, should I keep recording them? And then I'm like, yeah, because I feel like if I don't, people might say I don't do them. And I gotta prove that I do them. But also, I mean, look at that. Look at the calves. They're looking fantastic right here at this angle. Looking great. But I really do not want to have small calves. Like, that's just oh my God. I wouldn't say embarrassing, but I understand why it is not something people. I understand why people don't care about them, but also, come on, dude. Like, you gotta give them a little bit of love, because if they get too small, it's very noticeable. Right here we have the rising curls, which are pretty good. I've enjoyed the effects on my wrists that they've had. They make my what is it? They feel like they've made my wrists stronger, so that's nice. Got to do a little bit of a dance just to dance the pain away / have a little fun at the gym. I mean, a lot of uptight people at the gym. Not a fan of that. I always I felt bad as soon as I saw the guy sitting next to me right there, because I was just like, I'm getting him in frame. I always feel bad whenever I get like people in frame like that probably don't want to be, but you know, I don't mean to do this, obviously. I already have the camera set up there. He just happened to sit there, so I'm like, all right, time to hurry this up. I feel like it's my job to respect their privacy, because it's just me recording at the gym, you know what I mean? I'm recording technically our shared space, so I don't want to be the dickhead that just was like, oh, no, screw you, I get to record here. You know, all that dumb stuff that happens a lot of the time. You see the stupid videos on, you know, the Joey Swole videos stuff. Ooh. V-bar tricep pull downs. These are great, amazing. Thank you, Bald Omni-Man, for letting me take the V-bar pill, because they have been quite the juiciness maker for my triceps. I was really stuck on the dual ropes like for a while. I could not get past any. I was just like plateaued on them. I could not get past a certain sticking point. But these, I can keep progressing, and I'm still getting long head work on my arm day, so I'm not too worried about it. And then here you can see I'm trying very hard to grind out that last rep. Couldn't get it. So here I just I go down to my working weight for the face pulls, because it's a lot less, and then I grind out a few more reps just to really finish the tricep there. I don't always do. This is the only exercise I do it with. I don't know why. I think it's just because the stack is already there, and I want to just punish it a little bit more. I find it's just an extra little blood flow at the end. It's pretty nice. Go until I can't go anymore at all. And then face pulls. I think I was listening to My Chemical Romance at the time, so I was having a good I was feeling it at this moment. Face pulls for the rear delts. I need to do more rear delt work, honestly, but these will do for now until they get to a point where I won't be able to do them. But I try to do them as controlled as possible. Although at this point, you know, this is the last exercise. I'm like, all right, just try to get it done, get it out of here, you know, time to go home.
All right, Workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed. Dead hangs. Same. Exercises skipped. None. Got all of them done. I was very happy about that. What is it? It's been a while since I've been able to do everything that I on my program. I guess, yeah, program. It's been a little bit, so it's kind of nice to get one of these days in. Brought a towel, as you saw, for the head, for the neck curls. Although I will say this, that towel reminds me of something else that happened to me, which I will explain in a moment. But I definitely need to buy a neck harness. I can't, the towel was a good idea at first, but during one of the sets, the towel got in my eye and it hurt ever since, and the hurt reminds me of a story as to why I have that red and black rope that I use, the rope attachment that I use for face pulls. I particularly bought that face pull, that rope attachment because of a specific incident that happened to me while about last year. I don't know when it happened, but while I was doing face pulls with the rope attachment that the gym had, it was a little jagged because it had been used a lot, so some of the rope pieces were sticking out, and when I was doing face pulls, one of those jagged pieces poked me in my eye and gave me like a little bit of like an infection, or like I think it would be an infection. So ever since that time, I said, fuck the gym one, I'm bringing my own. But now today, when I was doing the neck curls with the towel, the towel got in my eye, which hurt, but it wasn't like anything like crazy. But now my eye feels like a little bit funny, I guess is the best way to describe it. And because of that, now I'm like, fuck, it probably was like a part that touched the floor or some shit, or touched something dirty. So yeah, neck harness is probably going to be on the way relatively soon. Then I might delay. If I get the neck harness soon, then I'm probably going to start doing 4 times a week. Upper, lower, but whenever I'll probably start that maybe in the new year, just because, new year, why not, new beginnings or some bullshit like that. Some cliche saying that means absolutely nothing, but people say it all the time anyway. New year, you me. What the fuck? Okay. But anyways, so I'm gonna probably get that neck harness soon. I'm gonna see if they have a Black Friday deal. Actually, I'm gonna check that out. Code, what is it? Herzoviak 10? Yeah, because I'm going to get one of those neck harnesses. But besides that, great workout. Feeling really good right now. Very hungry. Looking forward to these, leftovers from Thanksgiving. Honestly, super hungry. So looking very much forward to that. Hit some PRs. Feeling really good right now. Read Berserk actually a little bit yesterday. Read one chapter. I will tell you the chapter in a few moments as I do something very illegal, but it is what it is. I gotta not do too many of those. Yes. Okay. It was the chapter called Magic. Very good chapter. Spoiler alert for anybody. I'm going to discuss a little bit of the chapter right now in 3, 2, 1. Chapter is called Magic. It is in volume 25. It was a very good chapter. It is the girl, I know her name, but I forgot her name right now at this very second. My God, this is a shitload of traffic. What is it? I can't pronounce it. I need to listen to it so I can know it, because what is it? Some other names. But the witch girl, the small witch girl, she casts a spell over the church and the to protect them from the trolls and whatnot. And they are she's explaining to the priest up there that magic is something that that is everybody can do. It's not just her. She's not special and whatnot. It's cool. It's a good chapter. I only read that one because I think I ran out of time, and then it was just I think it was time to just do other shit. But good chapter. Not going to rate these. I'm not going to rate any of the Berserk ones because Berserk is so good, and some chapters are fucking but other chapters are like, oh, okay. But at the same time, they're all moving the story along. So like, I'm just like, they're all amazing. You know, they all have their little bits. It's all world building, all little tiny things. So really good, really well done. Obviously, probably one of the best stories. I'm very excited to finish it, so then that way I can move on. My plan is to read Vagabond after this. Yeah, Vagabond, and then after Vagabond, it'll probably be what is that other one? The other one that's always recommended. Vinland Saga. Yeah, that one. And then I'll probably read JoJo. The rest of JoJo. Maybe I'll take a break in between some of those to read JoJo, because I've read JoJo. I've read part 1, and I like part 1 a lot. I've watched part 1 too, so I really like part 1. I've watched part 2, but I've not read part 2, so I want to read it. And then I have watched like a couple episodes of part 3, never read part 3 at all. So I want to read some of those, like, but in parts, because I know that they're like overlapping. But you know, yeah, it's like one continuous big story, but they're kind of segmented on its own and stuff. I gotta stop saying and whatnot, because I caught myself multiple times saying it, and it's not like I hate the phrase, but I tend to repeat sentences and or phrases a lot, and it was noticeable when I used to be a live streamer, fun fact, and that was something that bothered me after a while, because I felt like a parrot. So I need to be able to say things more effectively, although I feel more comfortable in front of the camera speaking than I have before, like these last few weeks, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's been weeks, yeah. And now that I'm gotten just used to recording more and more, I can actually speak without too much of a stutter or too much of a break in conversation. I need to minimize the uhs and but it's just like I want to have some type of noise in the background. It's like it's one of the issues that I had when I was streaming, where I would just keep constantly talking instead of letting the actual thought come through, so that way it's not just a constant But you live and you learn. We will work on these things slowly, and by we, I mean me. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck. God bless. And have a good one. Peace.